That's I'm just walking. I mean walking. Just walking. Just gotta make
See, I be timing myself. That's what I was looking for.
So we just waiting for it to walk around. Yeah. I'm up, and we're back.
What up? What up? What's popping? What's going on?
I'm black, but he don't take my line. I'm black.
I'm the beast. It's popping today, y'all. We rolling.
See how he had to try to take my. And what we talking about today
Say no more.
is the bridge, bending the. How do we build the bridge? Where's the bridge? What's going on between us in a real way? In a real way.
Or is there a bridge and it's just fucked up?
Oh, we have a bridge. We had a bridge. It just got divided in like 40 fucking pieces. Yeah, we got to put them back together. So we're trying to find the bridge and what are those missing pieces? And what I would like to take this conversation is individually, what would it take for us to bring that bitch? Because we be talking amongst everybody and we don't know everybody's collective experience, right?
True.
So I would like to know for us individually, you beast, what would it take for you to mend that bridge with women? Not say that you don't have a great relationship, but you have lots of female friends, right?
True.
And those relationships are great,
Okay.
right? But you see romantically the dating diaspora between man and woman to be a little toxic. So what would be your bridge? What you think would it take for you, the beast,
That's funny.
to understand what a woman is saying and what men are trying to say?
First of all, like, share,
Send to
make
your
sure y'all
friends.
send it to everybody. Because I'm going to dive deep into this today. Black going to dive deep into this today.
Do my best.
People behind us going to dive deep into this today. So the topic, it helps me get a better understanding.
Okay.
It says we're going to dive deep into the conversation about the gap between men and women when it comes to life, communication, and relationships. How can we make sure both point of views are heard without so much negativity?
Mm-hmm.
I had a nice, good confrontation this morning with about a group of like 5 or 6 women. I was by myself. Shout out to my bro Jose. He left me by myself. But it's tough, man. So I said earlier that I believe sometimes that us, I'm talking about us at this point, because I can't speak on any other race because I'm not that. We have, like when we talk, or we always are trying to find the negative in things. If I tell you, or we always trying to find confrontation in things. If I tell you your shirt is black, you're going to say, nah, I still got some red, some gold, and some green in there. But I just said that your shirt was black. Or I give you a better one. Like I used the example with me and Story this morning. I could say, dang, Story, you look real nice today. Her response is, dang, so you telling me I don't look nice no other days? I look nice today? You see what I'm saying? The dynamics of where we're coming from. It's like we can't even take a compliment from each other nowadays without trying to find a negative in it or a toxicity, like Story I always say, in the situation. I'm trying to figure out, okay, we see on social media all the time how, even on TikTok, we had a TikTok video where the guy was basically just, in my opinion, just trying to, my sis put it on her page, LV. He was just trying to, I think he was trying to hold men accountable, but in the process of holding them accountable,
you offended a few.
I think he offended a few.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm sure he don't care about who he offended and who he didn't,
Because he have
um,
on his own.
because he has his own his own platform. I'm gonna tell you. Side note: a lot of men create those type of platforms to get women attention.
Okay.
You see, I do believe that, and I'm not saying that that's him,
Mhm.
but I'm saying if a man is always talking about how men ought to do this, how men ought to do that, how men
Okay.
should do this,
I hear what
only thing he's doing is trying to get women attention. I'm gonna just keep it real with you.
I would say that their target audience aren't men.
Exactly. But what I'm
But
saying
does
is
that change the understanding he have for women?
it's not saying that he's not right in some of the things that he say. I still think he's trying to get women attention though.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just like you know, Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? He had a target. His target was to, in a sense, downgrade women
Mhm.
or to tell them what they should and shouldn't do.
Okay.
He had an audience.
Mhm.
Do I think he was doing that to get women attention? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Here's the thing that men have realized in their platforms. Women financially are the ones that spend, are the ones that invest, are the ones that take the time out to listen.
Okay.
And from a business standpoint, it is easier
To have a
for
date
me to target women
as
than
a
it is for me to
business.
target men.
Mhm.
Because if it ain't sports, shit, men ain't listening. You feel what I'm saying? If I got something about sports, shit, my target area gonna be men.
Mhm.
Anything that got something to do with some relationships, women is who I need to target. So men have figured
But
that
how
out.
come men are asking the same questions and in the same dating pool of confusion? So why is that the target audience? Why aren't men interested in the relationship conversation?
I don't have an answer for that, but if I had to take a guess, um, it's the communication part of it. I don't think men know how to talk about
Accountability.
to talk about the relationship part because they have a lot of vulnerabilities or they have a lot of things that they're doing and shit. I can't talk about things that I'm still doing myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't want to make it better because I like where I'm at, even if it's fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So it just all depends. But going back to what we're talking about with bridging the gap, it's tough because somebody made a good point this morning is that I don't know if a lot of people even want to bridge the gap.
Mhm.
I don't even know if people want to communicate better.
Would you
I don't
say at
even,
this point that bridge is burned?
but it's like somebody said earlier that we got to know our past for us to make the present, you know what I'm saying, better. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Like, I cannot know my past, but know that I'm doing wrong
Mhm.
and actually be honest with myself and want to do better. And I can do that.
Mhm.
I don't got to know my past to want to do better. I just need to do better if I know right from wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I don't have to know that segregation and we've been doing this or white people brought this to us or whatever the case may be. I don't have to know that in order to want to do better when I'm doing wrong. Long as I know right from wrong.
I get that to a certain degree because perhaps you can do better without knowing 100% of everything, but you can do better in an area. You're not going to do better in every area without knowing the whole story. That particular thing, why slavery such and such, or why white people such and such, that don't affect the areas you can fix. But when you step into areas you're trying to adjust, you don't understand, perhaps those where the blocked doors will be. You get what I'm saying? Like
No.
that's just not your.
Break it down some more. I don't get that part.
If that's not a hindrance for you, if what slavery or white supremacy has done to the Black community isn't a hindrance and you wanting to do better or you being able to do better in you, is because that just haven't affected those areas of your life.
Okay.
But if you reach an area of your life where it has affected it, like perhaps, well, I don't know something that will put you in a state of fear or something, but say you hit a state of fear and it's like, I don't even know where this come from. Then perhaps behind that door, it was something that was taught to you generations ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It may not have an effect on you, but it will have an effect on other people.
Right.
Because in that area you may be strong, But for me, that's a soft spot, so it affects me in a different way.
Right.
Because I've seen racism in another way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And I up until this year, I never seen racism in a
Mhm.
sense. And if I did, I wasn't paying attention to it.
Oh yeah.
But this year I got firsthand, what racism looked like. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I've had my own personal experiences
Yeah.
this year, just with, just being in different, areas of life. But the reality of it is like,
Like I can, man.
it sucks. I hate that we can't get off relationships
Mm-hmm.
on our podcast, but I love the fact that it streams different areas. And today, this area is different from others because I think this area is probably where we should have started with, because the reality is that a lot of people are being in relationships and don't have a bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're trying to build one in the process of being in a relationship, but that's something that you
then-
can't do.
Same back to the same thing we were just talking about. Yeah, because in my opinion, right, the bridge is broken society, right? Society is all fucking jumbled up, right? And so if we don't understand that, and then we're trying to mend the bridge between you and I, but don't even know why we're so fucked up or why we're so at each other's neck, it's because we're still playing a society game. We still playing Monopoly.
I know, but so we know that, right? We know society is messed up. We know that basically we started behind the 8-ball. Okay.
Okay, cool.
How is it that we can't fix that situation? Now, not the situation, but why we can't get along, or why we can't
I can't say that's
coexist, or why we can't. You see what I'm saying?
See, but I can't say that's factual either, because we get along.
We do, but I'm not talking about me and you. I'm talking about we as a man and woman.
We are man and woman. See, why you keep doing that?
But you
to me?
wanna know
Huh.
something? Y'all wouldn't get along relationally.
That's what I'm talking about. As a friend,
Yes, we would.
As friends,
Yes, we would.
Y'all would not.
Yes, we
I mean,
would.
I don't want to see myself with no man.
Huh?
I don't even like that conversation. What y'all talk about?
Oh my God. But anyway, get out of that for a second. Yes, you could.
As
Yeah,
a
yes, we
friend,
could, because
Friendships.
it would
can
only
go ahead.
it would only be if it was mature. But see, here's the issue. You know what? God damn it, Store. I agree with you. Hold on. We wouldn't get along, but here's the reason why. It would be on me, because once I put a woman in this box, I take her out of this box. So I no longer can communicate, me talking about Dion, the way I would if she was just my homie or just my home girl or just my friend.
But why you take the safe space away?
The safe space is fucked up when you get in a relationship with somebody.
Okay.
That's why I don't date
why.
friends. That's
Tell
why I
me-
don't
tell
date
me
best
how-
friends. I
tell
can't
me-
do that.
Tell me, how did it get messed up?
Because now you look at me differently. And now I feel like, this is what I feel, not saying it's a fact. Now I feel like I can't be as open with you as would be. Now I feel like judgment comes in when you're in a relationship with me versus when you're just my friend. When you're just my friend, there's no judgment. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to, hold on, because you ain't got to deal with me. You ain't got to lay down with me. You ain't got to do none of that with me as my friend. But then the game changes when you are my woman, because the reality of it is now you do have to do all of those things. Now you got to lay down with me. And now the things that I was telling you as a friend, I can't tell you as my girlfriend.
But what if the things you were telling me as your friend that you think will affect how I see you as a girlfriend, don't affect me in that way?
Like, I can talk to you how I like, you know what I'm saying, about looking at another woman right now, or that I can talk to you about all of those things. Now, when I get with you relationally, you're not going to create that safe space. I know you're not.
Why? I talking to her about.
I can say if a woman thick and full.
You get what I'm saying? Or I'd be like, I can see you with somebody like that. I can do that because
Well, we're gonna scratch me and you out of it. But for a normal woman,
Wait, no. For a normal heterosexual woman and a heterosexual
she's not going to allow me to do that.
She's not.
She's not going to allow me to do
Why?
that.
You don't have straight best friends? This is a lot of us.
But it's
friends.
so many of You're missing that puzzle piece.
It's
But
friends.
I know, but I'm saying if two heterosexual
Because
people,
when a woman gets in a relationship with a man and you see, if your man brought to attention another woman, she's either A, going to be like, oh, that's what the fuck she like. B, she's going to immediately compare herself to that woman to see if she stacks up the same way. And then C, she's then going to hold him accountable as if he wanted to have sex with her at that point. or cheat on her with someone like that
Those
woman.
I can't
are
hold.
so
I
many
can't hold on.
assumptions,
Hold on one
though.
second. I
And
can't.
that
I
is the
can't.
problem.
I
Y'all-
wouldn't throw
wait.
any of that.
Y'all are proving a point though right now of why that bridge can happen, because before you stepped on the bridge, you took a piece out. You
What's
didn't.
the piece?
So you just said
Understanding?
no. That's what I'm
Like,
saying. So
what?
I get it. I'm a preface this. I get it. Like you said, most heterosexual women aren't able to handle that, but she can't handle it if you don't give it to her.
I can't hold my girl hand in the mall and see a fine motherfucking woman and say, "Damn, she fine, the motherfucker, babe, ain't she?"
Why?
What,
And
that-
she
but that's
and she be like, "Damn, babe, she is
I'm
fine."
gonna say,
Or
There are
she
some-
can't. But there
I want
aren't.
to see it
Listen,
exactly how you
There
look at
aren't.
it.
there is.
I ain't met
How
none.
would you look, you know?
Shit.
I want to understand exactly what you. I want
Like,
to
for
exactly
example,
the way you fucking see
My
it.
mom is an old school woman. And her and my stepdad has been in the mall together or somewhere out. I've been with them, and she be like, "Damn, she got a lot of ass." And then he'll go, "Where?" She like, "Right there. You see, stop staring. Like, just peek. She gonna know we looking." Like, I have seen it in person to
'Cause
know
why
that
should
women
they
like
be
that
threatening?
exist.
Are you that
Yes.
insecure? To
Yes.
But
Okay, so
Yes.
women are insecure.
Yes.
Dion,
Dion,
you're saying yes, but you have Robin in the comments saying it depends on her maturity, and then two people in real life telling you it's not that. But because that's what you've experienced, you won't give that to somebody.
I'm not
So
saying that.
you-
I'm not saying
so
all.
you've
I'm not,
taken-
again, I'm not saying all, but I am saying for the most. Man, I wish I had some guys on
The
here that agree with me.
collective
No,
stereotype.
no,
The
we're not
reality of
saying that you're
collective-
wrong.
There's a small percentage.
Yes.
Out of 100%, let's say 25% will be down with that.
Right.
But the other 75 is very insecure.
Exactly. But if you take
I
that,
agree
if
with
you take that piece of the bridge off, now you already have a wonky bridge that you shouldn't have stepped across anyway. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to
If
be.
you're not
it's
in a
one of those
position
things
to
that's
date,
like-
if you still trying to master self-esteem and regular adults and shit, like what why
If you
even
Even
trying to pursue a
forget self,
relationship
if
with
you get
somebody?
offended by that,
What are
Here's
you
the
trying
thing.
to share with a
Okay, I got a
motherfucker
perfect example. For you.
broke or broken?
I'm a trainer. Everywhere I go, I'm looking at a woman. But I'm not looking at a woman because I'm attracted to her.
Okay.
I'm always looking at a woman because I'm in fitness. That's what I
You
do.
feel bodies.
That's what I do.
Looking at the body.
Always. I'm not trying to size her up like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I want that. No, because that's not where I'm at.
You be like, she can
Yeah,
well,
she
I'll be
could-
20 more squats.
And-
I be
yeah.
playing the
She should-
BBL
She
game.
should
I'm
probably
like,
start running more.
Yeah, like I'm just like,
She
or I'll be in a, she be in a whole workout uniform and I'll be like, damn, she got a nerve to walk out here with this goddamn tracksuit on.
ain't
And,
been to the gym in 3 months. 40 months.
Let's not body
Shit.
shame.
but that's neither here or there. So I'm always looking at
But I do
men.
that with hair.
But yes,
I don't care what. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm behind you. I am doing your hair.
Yeah. So it's like, but you got to understand who I am. But it's like people, stereotypes are real, y'all. Like they really put me in a box. Like they put me in a box of
Okay.
shit. He'll train. Oh, he'll hoe.
Mm-hmm.
He's screwing everybody he mess with, or everybody he trains. They put me in a box, or it's like I ain't supposed to have a woman because I'm this, or
You get a, yeah.
or I'm supposed to have this type of woman. I'm a trainer. I'm supposed to have a fit woman on my side. Like, why are you stereotyping me like that? Like, none of that matters. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the way they stereotype
You
us.
said a key puzzle piece is that they don't know you.
Right.
Women have a tendency. I always think of like Erykah Badu, Bag Lady.
Okay.
You know, and in their framework, women never give men a honest, clean slate when they start.
Absolutely not.
That baggage is still there.
True.
It carried on in, and it may look a little different. She may condense that bag some, but she still got a bag.
Right.
And whenever she got to go in that bag, she open that bitch up
hmm
instantly, because that's when she acknowledges, oh, this person is like this, so he's going to be like this, so they're going to be like that, because they're not looking at you or getting to know you.
It's the
They're
familiar
looking
piece.
at that bag.
But it's fair to say that men and women both do it though.
Yes.
Women are going in their bag and like, okay, he fits this, okay, so he's like that, and men are like, well, all
An
women
arsenal.
ain't, all women
They got
are
a bag,
emotional
they
and they
got an
can't handle this,
arsenal.
so I'm gonna take this away because she gonna trip out.
Yes.
Everybody's
So we
wanting-
can't build a bridge if we bring.
Yes.
Everybody's
Yes.
trying to protect themselves
Yeah.
from their own experience.
You actually can build a bridge.
I
Here's
think
how you.
before we-
No,
here's
you
how
okay?
do it.
Hold on. I
We
didn't
gotta
finish what I was
know.
saying. You can build a bridge, but you can't if you bring in a bridge. You trying to bring parts from another bridge, and he ain't willing to put in shit into this bridge.
Here's how you do it.
it's gonna continue to clash because we're trying to build a
Go ahead,
bridge
Sue.
out of bricks, and I'm bringing wood from a past relationship,
I feel
and he
like,
don't want to put a brick in.
People ain't knocking down walls. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even adhere to that yet, of people knocking down walls. And y'all been doing a great job of trying to knock down those walls, podcast after podcast after podcast. The gag is that people are trying to build bridges where they still have walls up and trying to take that wall with them across the bridge. And what we get is this fucked up society of people who have made it man against woman. And within
And that's what I feel like it is right now.
It is.
It is like.
And within that clusterfuck of things, you got about 25% of people talking about, no, I ain't got to come with my wall. I'm gonna just try to cross this bridge, and you're constantly running into people walls over and over and over.
If we drop them off, we can use those walls to build a fucking bridge. It could be a big ass bridge at that point.
But then
How long the wall is?
you asking people to release their insecurities.
But here's the gag.
We are.
My bridge only needs to be with the person that I want to know.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? And that's where people are fucking up, putting people in boxes. Because when you're single and you're looking for someone, and you automatically take another single person and put them in their box, it's impossible to build a bridge with anyone because you already got them in categories. Why? Dion says it's like all the fucking time. Why do you want me and always talk bad about me as well?
Yeah.
Like, why do you want that? So why do you like, yeah, I'm attracted to this guy. Yeah, I want to be with this guy. But he got a lot of hoes because he's a fitness trainer, and you have not one time even like had a one-on-one conversation with this person.
And that's the issue of where I'm at. It's like, I think I don't want to go left, but I'm gonna go left. Like, what the fuck are we doing when we going out on dates? Because y'all definitely not talking.
We built
They're not trying to build a bridge at all.
They're not. But what they are doing is building the mask.
That's an issue.
So we can go on this day. You can tell me everything that happened to you and what's your deal breakers and what you're not. I can just do. She don't like that. She don't like this. She like this. She like that. Put that on the front because she really like, yeah, I can do that. And I can be this. This fits, right? This cool.
And I also
And
feel
then-
like on dates, people always tell you what they don't want. Like nobody on a date, and that makes them building the mask very easily. Like, I don't want a person that's like such and such, such and such. You know, my past, I've been through such and such, such and such. So you just put on your mask of the things that you won't do to this person. I feel like we don't meet or speak positivity in the beginning or in our foundations. I'm frameworking negative past relationships and telling you exactly what I don't want to prevent you from being it. But I probably don't know what it is that I do want and can't identify that you are what I do want because I'm so focused on what I don't. We start with the framework in mind of this person's gonna fuck up. That's how we lead into relationships. We look for the red flags. It could be not one, and that is a red flag by not having a red flag.
It's too good to be true.
And we self-sabotage. Yeah, I said it right.
So where does that come from?
I feel like it comes from people trying their best in a way, or in a sense, to not be hurt again. And it comes down to the fact that you never healed before.
But what your experience of being hurt has to do with mine now.
Exactly.
For love.
And that's one of the problems. We hold the other person responsible for that. Your new person that should have a clean slate, that didn't do shit to you, we hold them accountable for our baggage. And the next thing you know, the reason why we're holding you accountable is for no other reason than the fact that you're a man, and vice versa, is that you're a woman. And that's it. At the basis, that's the problem.
While you was talking about it, I was thinking about the different dynamics. I know we talk a lot here about heterosexual dynamics, but in a lesbian dynamic or a same-sex dynamic, we do create a clean slate. Like, you can been married to 3 men, you done had a bunch of churn, you just over it. You have a newfound understanding that you like women, right? And I ain't saying you're lying, right? I'm just saying, we have that clean slate for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, so what happens is you become unsure after a year and a half in, right? Now you were just seeing, was that okay, right? So my understanding, that's what I was thinking about when you was talking about it. So my understanding of it is, you don't know what you want. Nobody knows
what they
you
want.
You just going after the next thing that you think, or the thing you haven't tried. Like what we were just talking about. Like, I've never had a trainer before. Let's see what that's like. Oh, I never had a barber before. Let's see, that's all right. I never had a nurse before. Shit, that might be all right. You know, and I have my
Test
perception
drive.
on what a nurse, you know, what kind of income you finna bring in. You going all the time. What kind of life I can have there, and then what kind of life I can have there. And then they're like, okay. None of that shit work, huh? None of that work. 'Cause I don't know what that is I'm looking for. These are just options I'm finna try out. You get
I
what
would
I'm saying?
ask the people, when was the last time you researched the type of person you are in a relationship
Yeah,
to figure out what it is that you will want, since you know how you are in a relationship?
right. And not just take on what you don't. Like, I don't want a cheater, but you still don't know what type of person
Right.
you're looking
You
for.
may don't want to cheat, but
What-
this man a thief, bitch. You didn't think you didn't want a thief.
If outside of here, like
You
in
just ain't
common, we
experienced
love
Right.
talking to
Technically,
people
he cheating the
or
system.
talking
He'll
about
cheat.
systematic things. But how would you tell somebody that's interested in you how to hang out with you? If we're not training and talking about real things, how do I hang out with you?
And
Do
see,
you
I'm
like
the,
cards?
right. And
Do
see,
you
I'm
like
the type
dominoes?
of person that wants to be who I am
But could you tell me
all
who
the
that
time.
is?
Like
Could you share
I'm
them
not
with
into the impression world. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of us live at. We
Mhm.
live in the impression world.
Mhm.
I want to be in the impression world. I want to impress this person.
Okay.
And I'm not into that world.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm into throw me your cards, put them hoes on the table, and just let it be.
Bet.
feel what I'm saying?
So I'm trying to
So
hear it
maybe
out
the
because
28-year-old Dion was into, you know what I'm saying, impressing. I'm no longer into impressing people.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not into that. So if I'm not into impressing people and I just want you to put your cards out there, then do just that.
Okay.
Put your cards out there.
Then we
And so I
have-
can make a real conscious decision on if I really like you.
Yeah.
And you want to know what
So
people do?
boom. I'm sorry.
Instead of like putting their cards out there, they're like, okay, cool. I put all my cards, and you always keep your ace in the hole.
Okay.
And this may be the card that would be the defining moment of if it's a yes or a no.
Valid. So boom, you and I, our cards are on the table, right? And we can talk about the trauma here on this table, the growth on the table. We can talk about our plans and future on the
But you
table.
created a safe space.
I
Women
ain't
that
talking
okay, go
about
ahead,
I ain't
go
talking
ahead.
about our friendship. I'm talking
Okay.
about we on the date.
Okay.
Okay? We on the date.
Shit, you told me that wasn't gonna happen.
You know, but since y'all done painted that picture, you get what I'm saying? So
We're supposed to go
because
on a date next week.
we are going on a date next.
See?
But okay,
I'm
so
funny.
boom, our cards are on the table. How do you share with me how to hang out with you? How do you
By
share with
action,
me?
by doing stuff that I would like to do if you would allow me to.
I don't know what that is yet. We're on the date.
Okay.
So we got our cards on the table. We okay with the cards on the table, right?
Okay.
We can mash these together. We can fix that mess.
Understood.
So cool. I want to hang out with you. What's something I can do with you outside of this and working out? What's something you would enjoy? Can you identify that in you?
I like to eat.
He does.
You do like to eat. Okay, so great. Let's go. Okay, I want to take you to your favorite restaurant.
Okay.
Show me a
Going to
good time.
Bob's.
What's that place?
Bob's.
All right. Like those the answers we need to know, and how do I get to know you? What's your picks? You get what I'm saying? Like I like to go right, but I don't like to just go right at home, right? We can't just sit at the desk. I need you to take me to an outside place that probably got some wine somewhere and water somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Like I need an environment, and I gotta tell you that. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, "Oh, she's a writer. Let's lay in this bed and write." And I'm gonna look at you. What's up, that?
But you know what I've learned is that certain people will tap into certain things that you didn't even know you had.
Right, but it
So,
takes you knowing.
That takes me knowing
You know what
them.
I'm saying?
Like, so I feel comfortable around this person listening to R&B, for an example.
Mm-hmm.
This person makes this feel like a safe space, so I don't look like I'm soft.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm in the truck and I'm driving. Let's just say she on
Y'all
the
share an
side,
old song.
and I'm just vibing off of this Key Sweat or something, for an example, because I
Mhm.
like old R&B music.
Mhm.
So the reality of it, but this person ain't looking at me upside my head like, fuck this big ass.
Why you playing
listening
this
to
old ass song?
You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't looking at me like that. They just vibing with me. So that's a place where I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, you got to do everything. Like you got to make sure that hey, is this okay? Hey, is this okay? Like
What's
is
the
this
fear?
okay?
Because you trying to get to know the person, right? And
I get it.
you want to like it, so you gotta open all of that. Like this used to be my favorite song back in the day. I love old school R&B. You get what I'm saying? She can be like, I really like country. Like, yeah, but listen, you know, hear the song, and you might even sing it a little bit to her. You know, and it might not be your shit, bitch, but I love it. And you finna see my excitement of why I love it. So when you hear, you be like, I remember that first time you played this song for me, and you was, you get what I'm saying? Like it can build those same memories and educating somebody on who you are.
But with a woman, that's different because what a woman will be knowing damn well she don't like no Keith Sweat, but she likes me. So she'll change her whole dynamic
Whole
so it'll fit me. But now you're lying to me.
You right?
But maybe
You
she
see what
might
I'm
end up
saying?
liking Keith Sweat.
She
She
might
don't
know.
know.
She might end up liking it. That's fine. But your original like was just because I liked it. So now you're living a lie. I need you to just be completely you.
That is
If you don't like Keith Sweat, then it is what it is. You don't like Keith Sweat. I'ma still like my shit, man. But you don't like it and that's fine. But I need to know that. Because-
Normalize saying it's
But-
a no for me.
It's a no for
Right.
me. You get what I'm
But
saying?
I feel like those two things can be true at the same time. So
Right.
yeah, she might not like Keith Sweat. And I do agree, yeah, she should be like, yeah, I don't really listen to him. I don't even know who he
I
is.
ain't heard
That's
it.
the
But-
difference between there's a
hold
difference
on, wait.
between not liking it and that's perfect. I don't mean to cut you off, but there's a difference. But if you don't like it, that means
Yeah.
you've heard it and you don't like it. But if you say, damn, I ain't never heard him before,
Yeah.
I ain't really like it, or shit, that shit was alright, that's different. Because
Okay,
now
You
I'm
have to
putting
have
you,
some shit.
So
because
okay,
now I'm
gotcha.
putting you in
I
an
follow
element
you
of
now.
something that you've never had.
So she's heard Keith Sweat and she ain't like this
I ain't a
dude.
fan of that wine.
Got you. Okay, never mind.
You
See,
gotta
I'm thinking of
identify
it
that,
since
like, I
like
don't
she
like
ain't know who it
no,
was.
You got women that'll be like, and I never liked fucking Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
I just listen
Always
to
playing
You
that
done been
old
here
ass-
a whole year and a half and you ain't like
So
all right.
why'd you put that mask on, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
was
should have
your
been like,
cue
yeah, we're
then.
gonna have to find
You know
another
what I mean?
common
You
artist.
noticed then
when
that
we in the
y'all
car.
had a different taste in music, and you had to lie about it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that have been a conversation?
I do.
Like if I can hear
Yeah.
this Keith Sweat real quick, let me show you my favorite track.
Right.
This is why I don't go out on dates. I don't. Because I need to know you. Like, I believe, people gonna think I'm weird as hell, but you know I don't care. I believe I don't have to go out on a date to get to know you. So I can talk to you on the phone or something and know you.
True.
Because I, like, to go out on a date is like the second level. You feel what I'm saying? To me, it's not the first level. Because most of the time, you're not going out on a date to get to know somebody. You're just going out on a date because you like that person. You feel what I'm saying? So the first level is getting to know. I want to know your do's and don'ts, your likes and your dislikes before we even go to the second level. I don't want to find those out on the second level. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's happening. We wait till we go on the second level or the third level to find out likes and dislikes. What took y'all so long? Oh, so y'all just been lusting. First level, you lusting. Second level, you lusting. Third level, oh shit, by the way, I don't really like this, or I like this. I don't really like this, I like this. But we should have did that day one.
Yeah.
So now we done had 2, 3, 4 dates for an example before you actually told me what your likes and dislikes was. Because now you've decided, hey, oh, by the way, I like you and all, but I really didn't like when you were smoking in the car. Or I really didn't like, you know what I'm saying, the fact that you had more than 2 or 3 drinks and then you drove me home. Could have told me that. I would have been a little bit more cognizant of my surroundings. You feel what I'm saying? But and because you liked me so much.
Waiting for you to fuck up.
Yeah,
Without knowing where to fuck up at.
right. So it puts me in a bad spot.
You ain't even show me where the line
So
is.
now I'm walking a straight line and I'm straggling the fence because now I don't want to offend you anymore. When all of this could have been done over the phone.
Yep. I can see that. Like when Story and I was at long distance, we built the type of communication where I can't lie to you. You can't lie to me. You know who I am. You know my lifestyle. You know everything around me. It built the type of relationship where I relied on your understanding of things. I relied on our conversation to get my day started. So getting into a physical, it was being in her space that became strange because now you at work and I'm here because we live together. We don't talk all day. You get what I'm saying? Or you know we're not talking as much. It was just like, is it something different
I
now?
have to learn a new normal.
You get what I'm saying? So at a distance, we just talked more. We use our words more. So that forced us to make conversation and dig and ask questions about shit. So that it created a different communication space, which was a safe space because nobody's there. You can't look at me. I can't see you judging me. You just can, you know, you can make whatever face on the other side of that phone, but you hearing me, and we can talk it through and get our different perspectives. So I do get how you would think the phone would build, because I used to be big on that. Like I thought a long distance relationship was my niche in a way.
The new generation is like,
I
hey,
get that shit.
I see you,
I
you
like
see
to-
me.
I
Can
like
I
to
take you
build-
out sometime? Why? Women, why do y'all say yes to a nigga you just met in Kroger? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you
It could be
met him on Monday, and you going out on a date with him on Friday? Damn.
Yeah.
I hope y'all got to know each other Tuesday through Thursday, because it's putting you in a space to where now you got to crash course this thing, and you got to get to know this person right off the rip on a date. I don't want to know you on a date. I want to know you before we get to this date, because I want to feel comfortable. But you got serial daters out here. Some
Yeah.
people just like to serially date, like serial daters. Like, just like, shit, whoever want to take me out and show me a good time.
I like getting to know people.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to do it, and that's cool. But man, you're not bridging no gaps, because it's like there's so much stuff that you really need to converse about before you get to that level, and people don't allow themselves to really converse that stuff
Yeah.
to get to that level.
Yeah, they just want to show their interest in the person.
So is it safe to say we're just feeding our lustful desires?
Yeah. Playing the field. Trying things out. Yeah, that's not a bridge. That's definitely going to create a gap. Because you're just going after things. And we need to find
So you
your
saying we
person.
going through the trenches
You-
before we
you
can even
going
get to the
from
legs
person
for
to
the bridge.
person to find your soulmate or your twin flame or whatsoever. But then so I would feel like if you're looking for your soulmate, you understand the ideal of soul ties, and you dating person to person, so you don't understand the ideal of soul ties. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're playing a broken game. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I answered my
So
own
even
question.
relationally, how are you bridging the gap then?
Relationally, I would think is what Story was saying, as far as I'm building a bridge with you individually. So all these extra walls and collective understanding is going to benefit me and you and I. So I think it will go back to the cards on the table, and what's the do's and don'ts for you? What's our lack of understanding? What's in the way? You know, and literally finding a solution for it.
I literally look at it as three pieces. Literally. It's the bridge is us, she's her, and I am me. It's just that simple. We speak to each other's individualism, and by us speaking to each other's individualism, we're teaching the person in the process of what gets me going, what gets me excited, what gets me motivated, and that's how we formalize our bridge.
Yeah.
We make a bridge by allowing ourselves to be individuals.
And then it's you and I crossing the bridge, not a bridge in between you and I.
Okay, so I got a question. Off of that, understand. I totally understand that. So in our topic conversation, it said, how do we bridge the gap with life, communication, and relationships? And there's more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a collective of friends, right? Or I got a relationship. I got friends. I have me. And then I have us. All right? A little diamond, whatever you want to call it. All right?
What?
Let him live.
All right, let me be great. All right.
Let him make it.
So I love all of them. This one is us. This one is family. This one is friends. This one is relationships. I love our relationship. Okay. Family is hit and miss with our relationship. Friends feed me mess and negativity. But I'm also trying to bridge a gap with us. All these things do something different. How am I going to be able to bridge that gap and still have all of these things?
You building individual gaps.
So you see what I'm saying? Like I'm just asking a question.
So you trying to build one bridge for everything?
A castle can have multiple entry points.
No.
technically.
Understood. That's a perfect example.
Very well
I
said.
get it. But in order for it to be healthy, I really need all of those to be one bridge.
I get that, but here's the thing, and just based off of conversations that we all have and things that I hear, my opinion is this: you got to be willing to share those clusters.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if you need all of that to be one bridge, then you got to stop isolation first. What you tell your friends ain't what you telling your girl, and you got to keep that separate for the fact of maybe your friends slip up to say something or do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hear me out. Who we are for our friends are not necessarily who we are for our
Why?
partners. For some people, I don't know why, but wait a minute.
You
I
just
do
said
know why.
earlier.
You said the prime example is the safe spaces that you have with your friends isn't necessarily the safe space you have with your girl.
But Black,
Not
hold on.
because
But
I'm not
Black said that that's the way it's supposed to be in order for it to be healthy. That's what she said.
Well,
Which
it's
I
for it to
agree.
be the same
In order for it
person
to be
with
able
your
to be the
friends.
same person.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? In both
Yes.
relations. Okay.
And absolutely. But that's how you start building that bridge, which is your friends and your girl. Be the
Understood.
same fucking person.
I'm riding with you. Keep
You
going.
get what I'm saying? That's one bridge. Now we all in one cluster. We with
Okay.
friends and girl. Before you know it, y'all all can hang out together.
Okay, go to
All right.
family.
Go to family. At the point you mad at your spouse, because we know you gonna get mad at your person eventually. It's happening.
Understood.
You don't get to go tell your family member that bullshit.
Mhm.
Okay?
I
Because
agree.
if you find a way to get over it, it is not your mama, uncle, cousin, sister, brother responsibility for them to have to be over it.
Understood.
Their feelings are separate and valid, and the only person they gotta fucking rock with is you.
Absolutely.
The one thing that I learned that made all the difference is that I celebrate her with my family. I let them know the good that's going on, and nobody normally probably talk about their partners in that
A
light.
lot of people don't do that with
They
families.
don't.
I've learned that. Like nobody's.
don't.
You're not getting on the phone and telling Mama he did this, he did that, he did this.
You're saying
Mama, I
what they
just-
didn't do.
You only point out it goes to the topic. Why do we only give negative feedback to friends,
Mm-hmm.
family, other people? It's like what I was saying earlier. It's like me and
That's
you
not
could get
really
into
advice you
it.
fucking seek.
Like this, like we
When
could
they
get
go-
into
when they
it.
come into the
Wait.
shop and talk about their relationship, they're not seeking. Oh yeah,
Nobody's
we
sitting in the
do
chair and
this,
saying,
we
"Man,
gonna
Black, I
trip,
love
he paying
such and
bills."
such.
It's just all
Man, I
the
just
negative.
love
You're
him.
not seeking.
He do it. This girl, he did this for me this
You're
week.
not
He
seeking
did that for me
validation.
this week. But he
But-
probably did all of that. But if that nigga did one bad thing, that's what you're gonna go
That's
talk
what
about in the
you're
But
shop.
wait, but y'all also have to look at too. Y'all are coming from a different standpoint. My generation, which is almost who y'all are talking to now, they not telling their family because don't nobody know about what's happening between the two. So you can't go praise, hey mama, she did so and so, or hey mama, he did so and so. When y'all relationship not even,
But
Well,
that's
take it
but
home.
that's
Well,
not
we're,
the
we're,
example.
we're, we're giving
saying
we're giving a
that
prime
yeah,
example.
yeah.
you
We're
love
giving a prime
your-
example.
Yeah, he said you love your relationship and you love all these people and everything got a gap of like how you make this full circle. And I'm just saying, like, based off of my experiences, how I made mine full circle to the point.
She's saying
my
she
daddy
praised
asked
Black.
me,
Yeah.
how was she?
She
My
didn't bring
mom was
negative.
like,
yeah.
it's to the point that if I went to my mom
With negativity, they're gonna be like, what
and
the fuck
asked
going
for
on?
advice
Probably defend you.
about something that I did,
Yeah.
she's gonna hold me fucking
Accountable, yeah.
Be like, well, what did you do? What was your hand in this? It wouldn't automatically be, oh, you're my daughter, I'm about to have your fucking back. In hearts and hearts, and I truly believe that it will be a very thorough process of you need to do this better.
Because you brung this person to me and you praised this person.
Right.
And now
Mhm.
you just came with this
I
one
like
negative
what Robert
light.
said.
You came with this one negative light, which
Nobody
you
want to be the problem.
like. It's
Mhm.
what part she talking about though? I don't even know what she's talking about.
Some Robert said because people don't. Need,
Yeah.
people
So like
don't
if
need-
I go tell somebody about my relationship and I have this thought process of I don't want to be be the problem, then I'm gonna sell this like the person is the issue. Does that make sense?
When have anybody ever went to their mom or whoever they love, one of those friend, homegirl, whatever, be like, girl, what you doing? Or, I say, what you doing, bro? Man, I fucked up. Man, let me tell you how I fucked up.
Yeah, I did.
A, B, C, D, E. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then they friend or family member be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm here for you, man, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to fix it, man, this is a recommendation. Here's how you can go fix it. Nobody does that. Only thing that we do is we go and say, girl, let me tell you what such and such did. Well, bro, shit, let me tell you what she did, bro. Like, that's the negativity part that I'm talking about. We only present each other with negativity shit, conflict shit, and then we actually go take their advice. You dumb motherfucker! Like you went and took their advice and went and fixed it and didn't fix it. You just went and fucked it up. Damn, bro, I cut her ass off, bro. I cut her ass off. Girl, you should leave him, girl. He shouldn't have did that. He out of pocket for that shit. That's what I would do. But you single, hoe.
But that's what
You single,
that
nigga.
starts with you though. That's the
starts
problem.
with you.
Because you just said how many people. Story says I've had that
I
conversation twice. I've had a conversation with my best friend when I fucked up, and a conversation with my mama, and both of them was like, "Well, shit, you gonna have to fix it."
The reality
My
is,
mama told me to hold my L.
damn,
Because with the way in so many words she did, because what I did, and I ain't saying this shit on camera, we'll talk about that family after the fact. But when Mickey and I, Black and I first broke up, or the only time we broke up, regardless of what I had issues with in our relationship, it was my fault, the reason why we ended.
Mhm.
And when I tried to tell my mom, well, this, how my mom said, that ain't why y'all broke up. That you should have addressed that when you had the chance and you felt the need to address that. You didn't. So y'all moved past that. That ain't why y'all broke up. You lied. And that's why y'all broke up. So if this is how she wants to handle it, you need to accept your consequence. And that was the first time in my life that I vividly remember taking accountability.
I don't like when family and friends, when you present something to them and they say, I ain't like you with them anyway. You shouldn't have been with them anyway. It's like, so now you putting on a mask too. You feel what I'm saying? Because that means you never liked this person and you
The whole
smiled in
time.
this person's face as if you did.
gotta
You
take
fake
note of
too.
that.
So now I got to take note of this. And now I can't take note. I don't trust shit you say.
Right on.
You feel what I'm saying? Because now you basically telling me you never liked this individual. But you sat at the table and ate with me and this individual. You went here with this laughing Kiki, but you never liked this. Boy, I just did it because you liked him. No. If that's something that you dislike, I don't
I
don't
was
need
gonna play
friends.
devil's advocate.
I don't
you
need
said
friends.
family.
I don't need friends and family. Friends or family or both.
Yeah.
Don't support if you don't support.
Yeah.
That's for real. Like, don't support it if you don't support it. I respect and love you more if you say, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you like it, I love it, but I can't do it. I'm cool with that. I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? You got your reasons. I respect your reasons, and that's it. I respect you more, though, for you telling me that, versus you jumping along with me as if this shit is the best thing since sliced bread, and then when it's all over, you like, I ain't really like that shit anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm mad at you too now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, because you probably could have saved me the heartache.
You could have
But-
said something.
But
You could have,
we
possibly.
I'm about to say, because we've learned sometimes our family will tell us something and we don't want to hear it and we don't want to see it until it's over and then we see it. But also, that family member could have been, giving you that grace because, as you said, you're trying to get this bridge to be one. So it's like, yeah, I don't really care for this person, but that's who you chose. So I'm going to respect it because you also don't want that family member every time they're around that person that they don't like and now the energy awkward and it's weird and you could tell, they try to do their best. So I can understand it. Now what I don't understand, don't tell me afterwards you ain't like, tell me that you don't like them before, but you're going to do everything you can to, make everything copacetic. Don't tell me afterwards we done broke up. I ain't never liked them.
One of my line sisters, I want to put it out on everybody. One of my line sisters literally let me get engaged to a woman that they knew was cheating on me, to in return say, I wish I never told that bitch yes. I didn't want y'all to get married anyway.
I will punch you in the face.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Like,
punched her in the face.
literally, that was like the only feeling that I had.
I would have
of
punched
that.
her.
It's like you knew all of this information. Now, I didn't know this information. And when she's supposed to ask you for her big fiasco of asking for blessings and shit, you still gave a yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd had a black
You
eye.
get what I'm saying?
She'd had a
Like,
black eye after
that
that
doesn't
conversation.
give me comfort.
But that also
Because now I
lets me
don't
know-
trust you to have my
Now I
best
don't
interest
trust
at
you.
heart.
Yeah, now I don't trust you at all. You feel what I'm saying?
Now I'm like shoes. If somebody said they're gonna rob me, you might tell them no.
Like I'm
my
not
location.
I'm the type of friend that I'm gonna tell you up front, bro. Like if I don't agree with it and you come and ask me, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Look, you're a grown man. Whatever you do is what you do. I think you rushing, or I think you need to slow down, or I think just look for these signs. I have a perfect example. I have a friend. Shit, oh, y'all know the friend. My bro Lance, he had a little situation. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, hey, look out for this. That's all I said. That's it. Didn't say, because I don't know the young lady that he was, you know what I'm saying, dating. And I said, just look out for these things, bro. Shoot, he hit me back and he was like, yeah, bro, I see it now. I see it. And man, then he told me, oh man, we can't go back out on no more dates. All I do was just be a friend. You asked me or you showed me, and then I just gave my suggestions. All I want to do is keep your eyes open. It's not my job to pour seed into the situation. It's my job to say, hey, just be aware. Your job as a friend is to support, love, encourage, uplift. As a friend, that's your job. Your job is to do all of those things. All right? My job ain't to tell you what to do. As a family member, my job ain't to tell you what to do. It's still all of those things. So what family has to do, a lot of times why the new generation don't bring people to the family and stuff is because they don't want that opinion. They won't want the judgment. And I totally understand. Because I don't allow people into my relation. I keep that separate from my personal life, from my business, I try to keep that separate because I don't want everybody's opinion. For some reason, people have a look and a personality that they think you should be with. Listen to me, they have a look and a personality that they think you should be with, that they think would be good for you. This matches what you should be with. You need a woman like this.
Everybody
You
got a
need a
different
woman
perception
like
of it.
that.
Yeah.
You need a woman like this. But to be honest, even as a family, even as a friend, you don't know me completely. You know the part of me that I give to you as a family member. You know your son. You know what I give you as a son. You understand what I'm saying? If you're my mom. As my sister, you know what I give you as a brother. You know what I like and what I dislike, but you don't know it all.
From the scope.
Only person that knows it all is me. And maybe this person checked boxes for what I need. Because it ain't about what I want. What's going on right now is we're dating for what we want. The only thing you're dating for is what you want, your lustful desires. But you're never getting what you need. Because 9 times out of 10, it's an old saying, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. If you really get what you needed, you probably would be unattracted to it. That's the funny part about it, is that if you really get what you need, it might not be what you want, because 9 times out of 10, your wants and your needs don't match. So I seen a chick post yesterday, and it was a joke, but I took some seriousness to it just for my own self. She was like, man, I've been passing up big dudes for so long, I'm starting to think I'm missing out. So what she was saying in synopsis is she was saying that, hey, she's not really attracted to big guys. You know what I'm saying? So, but all of the little guys, for an example, have failed her. So now she's like, damn, I might need to date what I didn't like because I might be missing something. Moral of the story is that you might be. You might be, because again, you went after your wants. But 9 times out of 10, your wants only want to use you. Your needs is what you need, and they're going to need you, and you're going to need them. So the pool goes back to what I really was thinking about over the week. The pool ain't got piss in it, sis.
What got in it?
The pool just got all your wants, all your lustful desires.
Very well said. Touche.
The pool ain't got none of your needs in it. Because if the pool, you put your needs into that pool, you would overlook them anyway. You would overlook them.
So you in the lazy river because
You
you want everything you want, but you don't want to get in the actual pool.
Yeah, you
The
would overlook
state
them
where the
anyway.
Water don't move, and it might not be as fun no more.
You would overlook
But the lazy river real fun. You flow in this
Yeah.
little rushing
You would
water.
overlook them anyway, because the reality
See
of it
this
is
and
that, again, your needs is something totally different. Like, okay, let's be real for a second. I wish I had get a marker. Get that board.
That board.
I'm gonna bring it all home today. I'm gonna bring it all home. Cause if we have to put our wants down and our needs, thank you. This is where it gets tricky.
Ready?
Drake them said they made a song called Wants and Needs. Ooh, this is not a good marker.
Okay, we're gonna
No,
try again, y'all. Stay,
Toss me.
you know.
Give me that black one. I gotta have something good. Because I've learned something about life is that my wants, I don't know. They got the car. That's what happens when you run a business job. People just pop up. Who was that?
Like people that
It's
they,
3 people who would.
look like they want to work out.
That's good. I'm not working out right now. Sorry. So,
Wants and needs.
ask yourself, have you ever made a chart like this in your life for yourself?
Yeah.
Ask yourself that. Because
Not particularly wants and needs, but like pros and cons of these.
No.
But this is different.
no.
This is wants and
Pros and cons are something totally different.
needs. Yeah, because that's not.
Because that's
Wants.
what you get somebody.
Mhm.
But wants and
Wants-
needs before
Wants
you
and
even.
needs, and people will try to use this oxymoron and be like, my wants is my needs. No, it is not.
Mhm.
No, it is not. Because your needs, 9 times out of 10, is some shit that you never talk about.
Mhm. I agree with that.
Your wants is that shit you talk about on the first date all the fucking time.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? Your needs, that's that shit that you keep in the closet that you never tell anybody. Example. Dion. Wants. Money. This is what I want from somebody. Or financially secure within themselves, whatever you want to call it. Support. Sexy. Hey, I'm a man. Shut up. I'm just keep it small. All right.
Top 5.
Yeah. I just put 3. That's good enough for me.
That's good.
Okay. Story. Wants. I'm gonna bring it on home and we're gonna be done.
We can put money as in financial security.
Okay.
Give
me 3.
Desire
Okay.
and
Remember, these are your wants.
yeah. And I would say I will also want a lot of time.
Time.
Yeah.
Good.
Pros and cons.
DJ. Wants. We're talking about wants.
Handsome.
Handsome. Okay. Give me some else.
Sensitive. And financial security. Yeah.
Money. We all got that in common.
Mhm.
Black.
Money. Sexy. Submissive.
Forgot. Pam.
Height, money.
Damn.
All of us have put something aesthetic though.
Height and money. God damn, she came hard, didn't she?
Is the reason behind both
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
height,
One more.
money,
One more.
and family.
What do you mean by family so I can break that down?
Big family.
They need to have a big family.
Family
Need to have
oriented.
a big- She wants them to have a big
She
family.
wants them to have a big family.
I want them to have a big family.
Here's where it gets hard. Here's where it gets hard. My needs.
I understand that one.
Your needs
I'm
All
not
of
a
those
big fan.
things I can live without.
Yeah.
And still
Agreed.
be in a relationship.
Agreed. I had fun,
That's
bro.
why you said want.
Needs. To hold me accountable.
And while we write these, not write these out. Oh my God. While we write these out, y'all in the comments, I want to see what are your wants versus your needs.
Give us 3.
Three.
That's three.
Three.
Each.
Not 10.
Pick your top 3 wants
And here's the
and your
weird.
top 3 needs.
Here's the weird part about my needs.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't even get past 1 because, just to be honest, I don't even want to.
Create a mask for.
No, it's like
Tend to be
it's
these
like
three
it's
things
like I don't.
versus
No,
those.
not though. No, that's a good one, but not that. It's like I don't want to expose my own self to it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But you
'Cause
couldn't be
then-
you couldn't be
Look.
mine if you wanted to. So mine would be
I-
my need would be
Hold on.
a therapist.
I'm gonna finish it out.
Finish it out. We all come to it.
I would say, I mean, us behind the camera, we can expose ours and y'all can use ours. That way, y'all
No,
not
it's
making
more. No,
yourself
this is more
vulnerable.
so. This is more so how to verbiage.
Yeah.
So my needs would be not to hold. I want you to
Well,
hold me accountable.
So
number one.
accountability. Use one
Accountability.
word. Yeah.
Yes. My second one would be, I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but be able to take punches. And what I mean by that is
Resilience.
like, yeah, like, cause my family is
Or
gonna,
emotionally
my
stable.
family is gonna give you some punches.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to be able to take them and not be able to walk away. You see what I'm saying? So yes, resilient would be, and a lot of women can't be that. You'll be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I got my 3 without the lack.
I got my 3.
The third one would probably be the most challenging. I think it goes with accountability. And it goes with support. It's support me. How can I put it in words? It's like support me, but don't support me. Like support me, but when you know I'm about to go down a bad road, don't let me.
Mhm.
I think a lot of time, what I mean by that, because a lot of people will do stuff and be like, well, I was supporting you, but you still allowed me to go down that fucked up ass road when you knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
Be able
That's a
to,
part of support.
yeah, it's that's why I said it's kind of a part of support. It's like be able to support me, but if you feel like I'm going in the wrong direction, don't just let us go in the wrong direction. Remember, we in this together. So if I go down the wrong road, damn, you're in the car with me. Like, why would you want to go down the wrong road if you knew it was the wrong road? You feel what I'm saying? You know in your heart and your spirit, like, damn, I really don't want him to make this decision because I don't think it's gonna be the right one. Then tell me that. Don't be like, well, shit, I supported you.
So that third thing that you're talking about, I personally feel you can only have that with people you're meant to be with. I don't think it's always just relationship,
Well-
but you have that with people you're meant to. And in my opinion, it's the combination of courage and discernment.
So
You
this
have the
is still-
courage to speak on it, but you have the discernment to know, like, yeah, no, something doesn't feel right. This isn't a path that they need to go down.
still
So you can't fake that.
in an ideal
That's something you
world.
cannot
In
fake.
an ideal world, we're still talking about that. So,
Yeah.
So of course, mine was support with a little bit of extra. So that third one. Okay, Stuart.
I need a challenge, and it kind of makes sense with who my wife is.
Okay.
I get bored easily.
Okay.
So I would say I need a challenge. I used to call it appreciation, do awareness. It takes a lot for me to rise to certain occasions with different things. And I feel like appreciation is just for the moment, but I want you aware that you know this took a lot out of me to be able to do this.
Understood.
And lastly, that I'm trying to understand how I want to framework this, but I guess I say power. And I would say, yeah, I need a powerful person, partner, because I have a lot of ideas. I need a person that can execute.
Or tell you if it's not a good one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I'm pretty good at that on my own. Is telling myself like this is a good idea or it's a bad idea. I move on impulses a lot, but that doesn't make me stay disciplined with it because I'm an impulsive person.
Mhm.
So I guess with a person that has power, because I equate power with strength,
Mhm.
can keep me disciplined and driven to keep going because I can get stagnant in my own life and say this is enough.
Understood. DJ.
Like that.
My first one is similar to stories, but I call it assertiveness. But it's the same thing, like
Same thing as which one?
as what Story said last, which is I have so many ideas and things, and I'll start one and not finish it, start another and not finish
Okay,
it. So I need
okay.
that person that's like, you know, hey, finish the shit.
No, that's more so support.
So, oh yeah. But
Supportive.
the reason I think the reason we don't call it support, because you can support me in every endeavor.
But
It
y'all
doesn't mean
be
that you'll tell
starting-
me that I don't need to adventure on every endeavor.
The reason why I can't call it support is because I'm also stubborn. If it's not a yes for me, it ain't gonna happen. You can
Okay.
support me all day, and if I don't see it as a yes, it's not gonna happen. I don't do things
You
for
execute
people.
Okay.
I need somebody that's gonna be like, all right, so this is the timeline. Let's sit down and write this timeline out. Okay, what phase you in? You in phase 1? Okay, you been in phase 1 for the last 6 months.
I'm gonna bring all this on. This is all gonna make sense in a minute. Keep going.
I need a man that's structured. It doesn't have to be the perfect structure, and I just need to understand it, but I do need structure.
Okay. Third.
And then third one, I need somebody who's mean, unfortunately.
Mean.
Yeah, which is the opposite of somebody who's sensitive. I know, like those two things contradict. I want sensitivity, but I've learned that sometimes I'm not gonna say mean, but assertive. Or did I say assertive?
You said assertive.
Damn.
Like assertiveness, okay.
Okay.
I
Like,
don't like it all the
Mine
time.
is
It's just
without
shit.
the
It works.
like I guess I don't have the breakdown of why of what because I don't have any other words for them. But I definitely in my person have to be a therapist, a maid, and mother. I think
that's what you need.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
those characteristics. And as for my needs, yeah, this stuff is great, but I'm gonna wear a majority of those. It's not needed, but the way you're gonna have to talk to me, is barely needed. You might need a textbook, huh? You need a class or two. Someone has to pick up behind me. That's just
Who you are?
a
Got it.
lifestyle I've created for myself. And me protecting that little girl in me became a lifelong priority for
Understood.
me.
Understood.
So that would be my strongest trauma, I would say. And so that's why that has to be a strong suit in my life.
Okay, Pam, I'm listening.
Strength,
Strength.
honesty, passion.
Okay. Here's why I'm bringing this all to a thing. So my needs really all are in one word: accountability. Here's the reason why. I'll run over anybody. I'm so strong. I'm so headstrong. And I don't listen.
That's about right.
I need somebody I didn't put this in here, that's patient.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have patience in order to deal with a strong person. I know these things about me. But a lot of people will say they can do this and they can't. Because when I'm at my strongest is when I'm super passionate about something. And when I'm at my strongest, it's hard to get me off. It's hard to take me down. And you might give up. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm that strong about it. But accountability is that person. But all doing all these things, do them all in love. Because I don't give a fuck how much accountability you give me. If you do that shit in the wrong way, I'm going to run you over too.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to calm me down and give me some shit to munch on. Give me something to chew on so I can think. Something that impulsive people don't do a lot of.
Right.
We're chance takers by nature. You see what I'm saying? If we were gamblers, we would fucking put all our money on this. And we got so much faith, we feel like we're just gonna make that happen. That's just how we move. That's just how we rock.
Then you realize you gotta put some work on it.
Exactly.
Changes everything.
If you had to put a word on your 3 needs story, what would it be? One word. Challenge, awareness, power. Because that one word is what you really need.
Evolution. All three of those help me change, grow, all that shit.
Understood. Power structure and mean, if you have to put that in one word, DJ.
Come back to me.
Black.
Healer.
So that's what you need. See, this
I need a healing, Lord. I need the Lord.
So this is what a lot of people don't understand is that when I put wants and needs and the board was clear, there's only one word that really matters. It's the word that you pick at the end of what you need. Your wants don't matter. The three needs that you have don't matter. That one word that you're that's what you need. But you never bring this. Pam, what is it that you need? Strength, honesty, passionate. There's got to be ultimately
And
one word.
What is that? Strength?
Honesty, passionate. What is that? One word.
The Lord.
Honesty and passion.
Strength, honesty, and passion are some that is love.
I like that.
I need love.
I will put true love. All right, DJ.
We back, babe.
No.
You don't know?
What's her three?
Power, structure, and mean.
A man.
Me.
That's what I was thinking about having, like, it's a man. But in all honesty,
man.
y'all want to know something that's sad? The only word that came to my mind was father.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
But
So, and here's the reason why.
fair.
Here's the reason why we need those things. I think probably honestly and truthfully, healer was the perfect word for Black. Father was the perfect word for DJ. Evolution was a great word for Story. Accountability was a good word for me. Love is a good word for those needs.
Mhm.
I'm going back to this love word because we know that it's love. That's what a need is. A need is really true love when we're looking at it from a relational standpoint. You understand what I'm saying? But this father and mother, got to give me another word. Father, you got to give me another word only because it goes back to some
Security.
shit. Security. That's a good word.
yeah, that's the word. Because that's why I was like, I didn't like the word father because
It makes
it does,
tells your
but it's like
story,
I'm not
but
looking for a father,
Not looking for
but
a
I'm
father.
looking for those attributes.
Father qualities.
somebody.
Father qualities. So
Father.
security.
or what we are pursuing. Because I came to understand, like, my sperm donor was just meant to be that. I wasn't meant to get those things from him, because if I learned them from him, I would not be here with y'all right now.
Right. So one thing that we've learned today is that wants are our lustful desires. That's what they are. I put money, support, and sexy. That shit has nothing to do with accountability. You put money, desire, and time. It has nothing to do with evolution. DJ, you put handsome, sensitive, and money. That has nothing. That's a man, but it has nothing to do with
It's not
security.
you ain't gonna give me security, yeah, man.
Black, put money, sexy, and submission has nothing to do with healing. Pam, you put height, family, and money. That has nothing to do with love. Those are all lustful desires.
So it's
Let's
you
just.
got- you got
I've
these two
exposed us.
sides.
I've exposed us in a sense.
You got these two sides. So
Yeah.
it's almost like
Take a picture of that
a
shit.
healer would have to be a therapist, mother, and maid to me, and I would hope that she has money, sexy, and submissive. See, that's too many masks. You can only wear one of them motherfuckers.
That's why that's the one that she has to be. Healer is the only person that she has to be.
That's it.
Because if she's a true healer, then she's every one of these things.
all of that.
Because that one word covers
What I
all of
need.
these. Because
So
it's your
fuck.
need.
Yeah,
It's a need.
that's good. Yeah, take a picture of this. It's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Like accountability. I don't give a fuck about none of this. Accountability. She needs to be able to hold me accountable.
I guess you in order for you to have elevation, you're gonna need a challenge. What was that? Awareness and power. So you can, money, desire, and time. That's all the things you're gonna need to get this. So
You're not in the way that I think about it.
evolution Okay.
But if that person came with this,
And you could be broke and do a change.
Absolutely.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? These homeless billionaires,
Right.
Tyler Perry, motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
good. That's
don't
great,
necessarily
guys.
need
but
that.
this person pushes the greatness out of her.
Yes, because
This is what that
I will
person-
give myself grace
Right.
on everything
Right.
at the point that I feel like I done did enough.
The needs.
And if these needs are met, a lot of the wants that we want, even a step, well, Pam, I don't know, but you can afford lifts. He could put the 3-inch lifts in the shoe. But most of our wants can be met.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm just saying. They have them now. I saw a video.
I seen it
But
too, but that don't mean
Most of our wants, if we go for what we need, our wants can be met. Because if we both are meeting our needs, money is gonna come into our household. You ain't ugly, you just broke.
People are-
Aesthetics can
We're
happen, you
not
know? You
we're
hear
not
me?
saying you have to compromise your wants. You don't have to compromise your wants. You don't have to. But you need to be a little flexible if you want what you need.
I'm willing
Right.
to compromise my wants
For what you need.
for what I need.
Exactly.
Only because I know what I need is going to elevate me to a level that I've never seen in my life.
Yes.
And that's coming from a man's perspective. When you get what you need, most of the time when a man gets what he needs, he ends up being the best version of himself that he's ever been in his life.
Yeah.
It's not saying that the woman did it, but she gave you your needs where you never had them. So you're getting something that you've never had. That's going to elevate you to a level that you've never seen before. I got friends that's going through it right now that has finally got what they need, and it's like their life is complete. So now that their life is complete, they can be the man that they've always seen themselves to be. That doesn't mean that that woman made you that person. No, she added to. She added to your life, and she brought things that you needed. She didn't just bring lustful desires. She brought you what you needed into your life to push you to the next destination or the next elevation that you needed to be in your life.
So
it's
it's fair
safe
to
to
say.
say
Oh Lord. Go ahead, sorry.
finding your need fills the gap.
Exactly.
Oh, and we're back.
And we're back.
Oh,
Relationally, absolutely.
that would be
You
my-
have to
that's
be-
gonna
And
be
then
my
you can
closing
move
remark.
towards the purpose. If you bridge that gap, now y'all can get to this castle.
Yeah,
This
You have
castle
to-
got everything your family, it got your friends,
yeah,
it got your future.
yeah.
Y'all can rule together. There's a reason why the king and queen sat side by side.
That's-
You ain't had a king behind, the queen one behind. They sat side by side for a purpose.
But you have to be willing to be honest about your needs and put your wants to the side.
Right on.
That would be my closing thoughts for today.
Yeah, I support that. I feel that my closing thoughts would be, the bridge is within the needs. We can bridge the gap with needs. beautiful.
Relationally, if I had a closing thoughts, yes, we can bridge the gap with our needs. But if I had to take one word out of bridging the gap, it would have to be the word honesty.
Start with yourself.
You have to be willing to be honest with self. You have to be willing to be honest with self and then be honest to your mate or your partner.
Yeah.
Without that, without honesty, nothing can happen. You have to be ready and willing to be an open book. And when you allow yourself to be an open book, it allows you to live life more freer. We always wonder how some people can live life so free. It's because they have gotten comfortable with just being themselves and being honest.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are still trying to figure it out, just using "we" as the right word, is because we have not yet figured out how to just live free. We not talking about us, I'm just talking about people. Because I think I figured it out. I think I figured out how to just be me and be free. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's what I've taken out of these last couple of years in my life. It's just being free is being who you are and being unapologetic about it. And I am unapologetically Dion. And that's what makes people love me. That's what makes people hate me. That's what makes people feel whatever they feel about me. but I sleep good at night. Not worried about people.
Yeah.
Not worried about people. So needs is the number one thing. Figure out what we mean by needs, you all. We mean the things that you don't talk about, the things that
You're confronting yourself.
that you, when you put them on paper, it makes you be like, damn, that's what I really need in order to be, you know, who I really need to be. And it puts you in
And
a
it's
spot.
a simple breakdown.
It is.
It's simple questions to yourself.
It's a simple breakdown. But the reality, what is that?
I learned something
I
about
can't see.
myself today. Thank y'all.
I can't see.
Thank you.
She just read it to you.
I learned
I
something
learned
about
something about myself.
Oh, I thought
today.
she was talking about
No,
herself.
No, Robin
Thank
said I
you,
learned
Robin.
something
So
about
did we.
myself today.
This was-
Thank y'all.
This
That's what it's
said
all
something
about.
for me.
That's what it's all about. I think
I learned something behind this camera.
I learned to expose myself publicly. I knew what I needed. That wasn't a secret. The reality was I willing to confront it? Was I willing to be honest enough with myself to say, okay, you need somebody that's gonna hold you accountable, not somebody that's gonna be your cheerleader. Was you willing for that? I've had a lot of cheerleaders in my day, and as unfortunately they don't work.
Yeah.
But the people that were accountable, I ran from them because I didn't want that.
You ain't see me the way.
That person that was accountable, or those people that were accountable, I ran from them because I didn't want that part of me. I didn't want that part of me to be exposed. Not knowing that they were doing it because they knew that's what I needed. I didn't want it. Not at that time. But now I'm willing to be safe enough to say, okay, Deanna, if you're going to be true, if you're going to be honest, accept the whole you. The whole you is you need a strong woman that's going to hold you accountable. And if she don't do that, you're going to run all over her, Deanna. And I am. I know that about me. And I'm honest enough to say that I know. If I got money, support, and sexy, I'm going to run over her. I'm going to run over her without a shadow of a doubt. Until she starts now. If she decides that, hey, nigga, I can hold you accountable, that's different. And, you know, that's cool. So, till next time, people.
See you then, love.
All right, we out.